We keep looking over because our notes are all over on the side, but we're here.
We're live. We're live.
Welcome, day 12, you guys. Oh my goodness. We are excited.
I'd say a big proud moment is you made it 2 weeks in. We're 2 weeks in. Great job, you guys. Oh, sorry.
What is the second
Apologize. I don't know what the noise is going on. So we're here. How are you guys been feeling after 2 weeks? Excited? Josetta, Tara,
good.
Latrina, Andrea, awesome.
Like we're making it.
We're doing it, and you guys are here. Great job. Great job. I just want to, before we kind of go into some things, I just want to summarize a few things. We're going to keep summarizing it to make sure things just stick. If you have any questions with any of this stuff, we've got a Q&A post or like an info post. So it's featured. You go to the info post at the top of the group, and it has where you find all the replays. It has if you have where the question post. It has
where to find the Zoom links.
Where to find the Zoom links, yep, and the tools and all the homework stuff. Well, the tool that we're doing with the tracking sheet. So just making sure you guys understand that's a one-stop shop basically with that, and you just have to click the links, and that'll take you everywhere.
So that's in. We have a bunch of posts that are at the very top that you can scroll through that are the featured or the pin posts. There's one that's the Q&A. So you can go on there and ask questions. We've got a lot of different links in there just to navigate the group or whatnot. So it's got everything in there.
Yep. And just to any new people in here, or just to reiterate how we run this, is every single day we've got basically we call it our finding DMO. We've got 5 things that we focus on every single day, and then we give you a daily dare or a daily homework assignment. Okay. So every single day you should be following these 5 DMO things. It should take you anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes for the daily DMO. We call it the finding DMO, and then you get into the daily dare. The finding DMO is 5 things. It's commenting, going into other groups and commenting on their content, or it's Instagram or any hot prospects. That's commenting. Creating content. Next week is going to be all about creating content. So we're going to give you more info about that. The third one is connecting, where you're going to go into and start connecting, whether it's the action or attraction. We talked about marketing, where you're going in and doing the FAM, right? FAM. And then the fourth one is converting. And then
fifth one, celebrate.
Fifth one is celebrate. So remember, no matter the win, big or small, we want to make sure we're celebrating those wins.
So today, well, do we want to ask any wins?
Yep, any wins from yesterday? We know it's only been 1 day, but any wins from since yesterday? You want to raise your hand? Oh, Robin, nice.
Hello. Welcome back, you guys.
We're not back.
Oh,
yeah, we're in the hotel. We're in the hotel.
Another hotel. We don't fly till tomorrow. So
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
not yet.
Every day I've been watching you live, I'm like freezing because you guys are like in swimsuits and I'm like all bundled up, sitting with the heater.
We're gonna be there soon.
Hey, so one of my really fun wins, I follow this influencer on Instagram, and she had made a reel and put it on her stories, and it was she used the same song that I had done a reel previously to. So I just went in and messaged her and said, oh my gosh, I loved your reel. That really is cute. And I used that same song a couple of weeks ago, and she actually messaged me back. And so we've been having this conversation going back and forth.
Cool.
And she went in and has liked like 5 of my reels. And so it's been really fun just by commenting on, hey, I love that song you chose. I did that one too. So it's been really fun.
Good
Cool.
job.
Good for you, Robin. Great job.
Thanks for sharing that. We love it.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Is there something on Facebook? Hey, from there, somewhere between the DR and Atlanta, from Kim.
Kim's joining us live up in the air. Kim, you're so awesome. I have a win. Darren says we was mailing a package at the post office, and 3 of the customers in line got my information and said they will be in contact.
Way to go, Dan.
Awesome, Darren.
Good job. good
Just
job.
opening your mouth. That's huge.
That's
Totally.
right.
Well,
Well, we're a little bit later today because again, we had to travel and we apologize. So we are doing our day 12 today. And when we talk, we only do this Monday through Friday, but he gives us an assignment for 3 days over the weekend, or he gives us small, medium, and large, or what does he call it?
So it's for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So today's day 12, tomorrow, Saturday's day 13, and Sunday's day 14. So even though we're not live or he's not live, he gives an assignment for us to do for those days. So then come back Monday, we're gonna be on 15? 15 is Monday.
12, 13.
so can we go into we'll go into the main stuff and then go into the dare at the end?
Correct.
Perfect.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So today he talked about 5 stages of awareness when we're on social media, 5 different stages. The first stage is unaware. So someone is not aware of us on social media. Second stage is they're aware of you. Third stage is they're aware of the pain or problem.
That they're paying a problem.
They're pain or problem.
They're aware that they need more money or that they don't feel good about themselves.
Or they're spending too much money on jewelry.
Yeah.
4, aware of the solution. And then 5 is you are the answer to the pain or problem. Okay.
And this I think is awesome because it made me kind of like really sit back and think that like they go into the whole logics behind it. That's like, here, if you're not recruiting people, you're stuck in 1 and 2. And so he kind of went through different ways of how to get people past that. So then you can get them into thinking like, oh, this is the solution. And then they want to join your team. So we're going to go into that. But like thinking that in your brain, that's like, oh my gosh, light bulb, I can change a majority of my conversations and I'm going to start having more recruits.
Yep.
I just want to talk a little bit about they are aware in the awareness is that she knows who you are, but can I get her to buy from me? I don't know. You can sometimes that's most of the time where we stop. They don't know who you are. They find out who you are. And then we say, hey, come and buy jewelry from us.
So hold on. So going back. So 1 is unaware.
Yeah.
So that's why you're reaching out because people aren't aware of you. So you're creating conversation. You are sending messages or you're liking, you're doing all these things that we've been going over. So then the second one is they become aware of you.
Mhm.
So then,
Yeah, sorry. So that I jumped to aware. There you go. And then the third is they are aware of their pain or their problem. They need to be aware of their problem. And so, do we know, like I said, it could be they are aware, they might not realize it a lot of times, but they are aware that they need more money, or they're aware that they can't pay for their kids' soccer because they really don't have any extra money this week.
so this is where it's really important that you are going into those groups that you understand or because as you post stuff or you talk about on your lives about your different things, your kids, you are showing also talking about solutions that you are. So like me, if I talk about my kids that I'm able to put them into private tutoring, well, I was able to do that. That was a problem that I had that I was able to afford that through paparazzi. So do you talk about some things and then there could be someone else that needs that same thing that they have that problem, but it finally has that light bulb that's like, oh my gosh, my kids need that too. Like, I want to do that. So it's kind of having that you want to create these aha moments for people to be like, oh, I have that same problem. You're relatable. How did you do that?
And taking a step back is like, what is our pain or problem in paparazzi? Because we either sell the product or we have the opportunity and we make money. And so Brittany was just talking about, hey, she was able to get her twins into a special tutoring by making money. So a pain or problem could be some people have a pain or problem or they need a couple extra $100. That's their pain. They might need a couple $100 to cover utilities, to cover gas. That's a pain or problem. They need to make more money. But in the pain or problem side of buying the jewelry as a customer would be, hey, I'm buying jewelry for $20, $30 at Target. You guys are only $5. There's so many people that they've seen it for the first time. They're like, there's no way that's only $5.
And they can buy it wholesale instead
Right.
of just $5 for $2.75.
Right.
Another part of that paying for jewelry is they don't have very good self-esteem. They feel like they're ugly. They feel like they don't look that great. They don't have that in them. And so we can talk about how just putting a necklace on or a pair of earrings makes you feel better. It gives you some self-esteem, some self worth.
Yep.
But I think too, like Robbie just said, I have this friend that I've been talking to. I talk to her, I meet up with her for lunch like every week or every other week. And she knows that I sell jewelry, but she's like, well, Brittany, you never are wearing jewelry. Why aren't you wearing jewelry? And I was like, look, I've got a necklace on. She's like, that's not $5. I was like, it's $5. So a lot of people don't realize that it's like, there's no way that quality. So I think it's just like kind of going off of that, of making people aware.
Yep. So in those 5 stages of awareness that we talked about, there's kind of 2 different kind of groupings within those 5. Okay. The first one is logic. Okay. This is more levels 1 and 2. Okay. Most people stop at the, like that they know of you. Okay. The next 3 are more emotional based. And that is the next 3 are aware of the pain or problem. That's 3, aware of the solution. And then 5 is you are the answer to these. So you want to get people in this emotion phase, because when you master these last 3, that you can help people know that they're pain or problem, or that you're the solution and you're the answer, then that's when you're going to be able to like recruit people to you, whether that's on your team or just to become a customer, because you want to become relatable. That's the key on social media, is to be relatable as possible.
So when you're doing your reels, when you're doing
Your life.
your content, be an answer to the problem. Like Brittany said, when she does her reels, she can put music to it, but she can.
You can put words in there. There's different things that I do a trending sound, but you put those words in there. There's different things to kind of bring here. There's a solution to help people think of that aha. That's like, oh my gosh, they can help me with my problem. Or, oh, I didn't realize, oh, I have that same problem too. What is the solution behind this? Or how are they dealing with it? So it's kind of doing that thing of, 1, they figured out that they have a pain or problem. 2, or number 4 is that you are the solution, and then, or that there is a solution to their answer to their problem. And then 5 is you're the answer. So they want to come to you because you're the answer.
Yep. So you want to create content around that, about finding and like helping people be aware that there is a problem or a pain. Help them create content that there is a solution, and help them understand that they, like, you are the solution. Okay. So coming back to the key to social media is you're relatable, is you want to get people to say like, she gets me, right? You want to say like, I feel like she lives inside my brain. How much better do you want to follow somebody that feels like they understand you? Hey,
or you feel like they're talking right to me.
Right. She's my spirit animal. Like, you want to go talk to other people about this person. Like, oh my gosh, I was just listening to Heather's reel the other day, and oh my gosh, she gets me. Like, I'm going to go tell, like, you have to go listen to her. Like, Brittany, go follow Heather because she's crushing it. She totally understands me. She gets us, right? That's when you, as you create content, you want to be able to like be relatable to people. Okay.
And it's the same thing. Like, we do that all the time. That's like, oh my gosh, you have to go to my nail girl. She is phenomenal. Like,
Right.
You can't go to anyone else, or you have
Right.
to go to my hair girl. And so it's going to happen organically. As you create these relationships, people are just going to say, oh my gosh, you've got to go to Tara. I've got the best jewelry girl. Like, you cannot go to anyone else, and they'll do the work for you. But it's just, you are being relatable. You are finding people that just draw to you, and you're just being friendly.
And how much more do you want to go to those people that people refer you to, or that like have that personal touch? Like, this is kind of a weird example, but I'm trying to upgrade my car right now. And I went to this guy, and he quoted me like a lot for this lift I want to do for my car. Okay. It was a lot of money. I felt like I could price it out better, but he spent like half an hour to an hour with me. And I'm like, I really don't want to like go price it out, because he was so personal with me and like help answer my questions. I don't know very much about cars. So he was like down on my level, answering questions, all this type of thing. So I'm like, I don't really want to go anywhere else, because he was so nice. So that's where, by like you having that personal touch, like, oh, you got to go to my nail girl because she knows exactly what color I want. She knows exactly, I don't know, I'm kind of BSing. I don't know nail stuff. Sorry guys. So you know what to talk. You just have those
But
things
it's
that you want to refer to
it's
people.
like, oh, this person
Sorry.
knows all about this. You want to go to this person because they sell jewelry, but then they always have a contact for this. Like, it's just people will start referring you out
Right.
just by you. And Robbie here says this all the time. Just by you reaching out, you're forming these connections. But if you listen to people, you're going to hear what they need. And so, and he says all the time, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. So if you can just stop where this is I'm learning it. I'm really a struggle, you guys. It's a big struggle, but to start closing my mouth and listening to people more instead of like, here's the solution, here's this. It's like, no, they're going to tell you.
Right. So, can we go into the dare? Is that okay? So the dare, we've got kind of like a little bit of few steps with this dare process, and then we'll go into some questions. The dare was, Brittany talked about at the beginning, we kind of have this weekend. So there's 3 different levels of this dare. The first level is reaching out to 50 people. Second level is reaching out to 100 people. And then the third level is reaching out to 250 people. Okay.
So you spread this out through the 3 days,
Yep.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
So this is all around asking people about a survey. You're going to create a survey and you're going to ask them. Okay. So we're gonna go
And
through this
if I do
process.
250 and Heather only does 50, it's okay. You guys are just doing something and you are working your business. So do not feel bad. Just do whatever you can and just keep going.
Right. So we're gonna do all these levels is all through Messenger, because Fraser said something really cool. The money is in the Messenger. You want to get personal with people, because how different is it when somebody asks a poll on a story versus someone individually messages you and asks you about a survey. Okay. So that's what we're trying to get to. Okay. So here's the process we're going to go through. You're going to go through some of these different people that you know and say, hey, name.
Hey, Mary.
Hey, Mary. Hey, Heather. Hey, Tara. Hey, Robin. Hey, Demita. I am asking all my friends and followers on social media to help me with a simple 1-question survey. Could you help me out with this?
And
Okay.
just leave it.
Just leave it. Don't answer anything else. He said about 20% of the people will answer or will come back. Okay.
And you're going to get some that are going to be like, yes, what is it? Or some will not, they'll look at it and they won't answer. Or you're going to have some that's like, well, and I'm the third type that it's like, it depends on what the question is, or it depends on what it is. Tell me what it is first.
Yeah.
And so it's totally fine that if you get no answers, don't feel bad about it. If you
Yep.
get some answers, it's a numbers game. That's why we're just saying, here, just do this.
Actually, 20% of people will answer the next question. So when they reply yes, if they say yes, could you help me out with that? And they say yes. When they reply, you're going to give them a this or a that question.
You go to their messenger.
Yeah, this
not
is
in the
all
comments.
Messenger. This is
Yeah.
all Messenger. You're asking the first question in the Messenger. This is all through Messenger.
It's
Okay.
a this or that, or a yes or no.
This or that. Yep. So this or that question that relates to your product, so our product or jewelry, or the opportunity. So an example they use is like a skincare. Hey, what skincare brand do you use the most? And he used 2 that was like over in like
Well,
Dubai?
he said Dove.
Dove or Nivea. And so something for us is like you're trying to find a question that surrounds jewelry or the opportunity. Like, hey, Andrea, do you wear jewelry every day? Yes or no? Do you wear jewelry? Yes or no? Right? So it's a very simple this or that. A this or that could be a yes or a no. You want a very simple question. Okay.
Do you wear the same type of jewelry every single day? Yes or no? Or do you change out your jewelry every single day? Yes or no?
Or-
Do you,
Instead of asking about jewelry, I want to say, do you need some extra money for the springtime? Do you need a part-time job? Do you need?
Do you make money on social media? Yes or no?
Do you want to know how to make money or do you make money on social media? Or
Do you have a side gig? Yes or no?
or you could even say something
Side
like,
hustle.
have you ever
like you're
done,
beautiful.
So
have you ever worked a network marketing business? Yes or no?
Well, that kind of is a little pushy.
Well, yeah, and he said, look at the person, and
Right.
because there's some people I could say that flat out to, and I could ask them that. There's others I would not ask them that because that's a very direct approach. So it just kind of depends on where it's a
And-
lot easier to say your social. Have you ever made money on social media?
Yeah.
Yes, I love
Do you have a side gig? Yes or no? I feel like that'd be an easy one to,
Easy, yes.
to talk to them about.
Just
Okay?
be careful that you're not saying, do you want to make money? Because that says, oh, you want me to have a job. But if you say, do you have a side gig? That's much softer or much more kinder. But he said the key is in tracking, and he talks about paper. He says DPL, which is data, write the data down on paper and look at it later. Or he said put on a spreadsheet, but track this particular this assignment that we're doing this weekend. Write it down.
Yep.
And then once they answer, always wait.
Can I jump in here real quick?
Kind of
So just to summarize, okay, where we're at. Okay, so you're going to go through your people, and you're going to ask, hey name, I'm asking all my friends and followers on social media to help me with a simple 1-question survey. Could you help me out with that? If they answer yes, then you come back with a type of question with a product that's around a product or the opportunity, not both, just one. So if you're going to pick products,
This or that question.
this or that question. If it's around products, say something like, we're giving you some examples. Do you wear jewelry every day? Do you wear different types of jewelry every day? Do you even like an idea could be, hey, do you like necklaces or earrings?
So let's make a post in the group that's like here, and just comment down below, and we'll just make a post that's like, here, give us any ideas about for this or that, or a yes or no question with the product or the opportunity. And then you just post below that, and then we can all just kind of work together, and we're going to be a team here that we can share.
You can use a yes or no or a this or that. So this or that could be a yes or no as well. So this, so it's around the opportunity or the product. At all the answers, you're going to get about 20% of people that are going to respond to this little survey, this little question. Okay. Then what my mom was saying is you want to track everything. If people said yes or no, if people said earrings, whatever you said. April said, do you prefer shop online or in person? Great.
I love
So
it.
whatever type of question you're putting in there, whatever type of question, you're going to track everything of anybody that responded. Okay. And then you're later on, about 24 hours later.
He said, don't do it sooner because
Don't.
it feels like you're hunting them.
Yep. Wait 24 hours after they respond to this, and then you're going to ask another question. Okay. So there's going to be a little bit of a process through these different things. Okay.
And what we've talked about on past videos, again, I'm going back and forth. It's all about getting to know them. You're going back and forth. Here's a question, you wait for their answer. Here's a question, wait for their answer. And so you're just going back and forth.
Yep. So
after 24 hours, then you would go back and say, hey, name, or hey, Mary, just want to say thank you. Quick question.
To say thank you for your help yesterday.
There you go. Quick question. Would you be open to my story as to why I changed to Dove, or as to why I
So it's
started making money, or
Yep.
had a side gig, or
Yep. So-
shop online?
yep. So if
Not
we're-
that I'm selling online, but that why I did this, why I did this.
would
So
you be
let's
open
read-
into hearing, like if our question was, do you wear jewelry every day? Or do you not? If they say yes, you can come back and and ask them that. Or if they said no, then you can ask them a follow-up question like, why not? Is that because of this, because of this, because of this?
Is there a reason why, I'm just curious, is there a reason why you don't wear jewelry every day? Or is there a reason why you like just shopping online instead of in person? Like whatever it is, you can throw in some of those things, but we'll have the scripting again afterwards of these different scripting, or you can watch the replay or slow it down. But here's the scripting again. Hey, name, or whatever the person's name is. Just wanted to say thank you for your help yesterday. I really appreciate it. Quick question. I was just curious, and you can just say quick question, go into it. Or me, I like to say, I'm just curious. That's a new word that I've kind of thrown out that I really liked using. I'm just curious, why did you say that you don't want to make extra money on social media? Or you said that you'd love to make money on social media. What is that? Or
Well, it said,
do you have
you be open to my story? Do you have that?
Yep, we have that. So what you're trying to do is you're
Thank you
trying to
for
get
doing
them to
that.
the story.
Yeah, but then relate to yourself. Quick
Yep.
question, would you be open to me telling you about my story as to why I did this, or I do this?
Yep.
because you're asking them permission.
Would you be open to hearing my story about how I started my side gig, right?
That's a good way of putting it.
Okay, so if you're talking about the opportunity, that's a great way of how you'd say, to keep it going, to say, hey, would you be open to hearing my story of how I started my own little side gig and started making a couple $100 a month? And now I'm up to like $500 or $600 a month, grand, you know? So that's the kind of process. We'll write it in the chat. We're trying to make this simple and flow for you guys as well. Another little bonus hack that along the way, that if you make a reel or a story, do a little reel or story and say similar to the very first question. Hey guys, I'm reaching out and asking a lot of my friends and followers a 1-question survey. If I reach out to you, please help me out. It would mean the world to me. So that way you're still
Then you
following
go to
up.
the message, You're still,
Yep, you're
but
still
at least
messaging
they saw
everybody.
you say that right up front.
Yep. So that's the end. We know that was kind of a little, we try to make that super simple for you guys. We're trying to make that flow with you guys. Any questions that we can help answer here at the end?
I think Lucinda had, with today's economy, could you use some extra income?
Yep.
That's really good. I like.
So play around with different questions that like respond well to you guys, and hopefully we'll have a little survey like Brittany was saying, or like a little post that we can discuss or kind of
Yeah,
collaborate with each other's different questions that worked well with
You
each other.
guys have really good ideas. We're here in 5 minutes trying to come up with some things.
Yeah, sorry, we're rushed.
Do you
We're
wanna
rushed.
look at the chat? Is there anything in the chat?
Any questions? Please raise your hand. We'll have a question.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah. Another question about a win for the week. Natasha says, I've been posting a few groups that I'm a part of and doing the daily dares. Oh goodness, I'm having about 7 too many conversations, but I like it. The engagement and traffic has been amazing. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
So
And I have about
just that she's getting
10
too much traffic.
10 new friends. Thanks for pouring into us. Of course, Natasha.
Thank you. Good job.
Go through your messages.
You make Kimberly said, do you make a post to get the list to message from? We don't want to make a poll. We do not want you guys to make a poll, because you do not get the same interaction and same engagement if you make a poll through this. So you can do a reel or a story about it, but you want to make all the conversations in the DM. The money is made in the messenger. Okay. So you want personal. Just think of a group text message. If someone texts you in a group of message and asks everybody a question, does everybody answer? No. But if someone messages me personally and asks me a question, I'll answer. Okay. So Robin has a question. Yes, Robin, what can we help you out with?
Mine's just a comment. So back to when you're talking about like your favorite hair girl you always want to recommend, or your favorite nail person. So I was thinking about, like, it just happened to me this morning. I had someone order off of my app, and so I sent her a message and said, hey, did you happen to see the really cute earrings and bracelet that would match with this? So I feel like if we are like taking care of our customers and saying, hey, did you see this that would look really cute with it? They're going to know that we are invested in them and care enough about them to want to like upsell and get that look that they are going for.
Give them a complete look. Also.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Robin.
Awesome.
That was very fun.
I really like that. Look at this one. Andrea, yours is the best. You guys may have fun with this, because she goes, I joked with my customers, do you need some extra money to buy eggs?
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
that. We were
yeah.
talking.
Find something funny. Like, what was it? A year ago, gas was crazy. Make something fun and creative. Have fun with this. This is
Yeah.
supposed to be fun.
And then Jocelyn, this is so awesome. Like, you guys are gonna find customers. These people are gonna turn into your
Oh,
friends.
so cool. Josetta.
Josetta, she said that she joined a traveling group and she got 10 new friends yesterday, and now she's planning a trip with them. Like,
So fun.
so
So
Asian,
cool.
you create these conversations, they turn into your friends, but you never know if they know somebody that's going to refer over, or they're going to be customers, or if they're going to be your next new team member, or they'll know somebody. Like, this is huge.
Yeah, Josetta said she kept saying she's gonna make them all join the team, and then they're all going to go to the passport trip next year. That's what she said. She said that. She said that.
I love it. Good job. Good job.
Wanda, there's another one. Hey, I changed my life in 5 minutes. Do you want to change yours?
No,
Excellent.
let's put this. Let's put all these different things, and we can collaborate and see which ones we like, and then just see what we like, and we can reach out to people, and then hopefully on Monday we'll come back and see. Okay, these ones we got the most response out of, and then we can use them in the future. Okay.
Love it.
Awesome.
Thank you
You
so
guys-
much.
Thank you guys so much. We love you guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Debbie, Demita, Latrina, Tara, Josetta, Andrea, Robin. Thank you guys so much for joining. And everybody on Facebook. We love you guys. Thank you guys so much.
See ya.
See ya.
Can't wait to see how you do this weekend. We're so excited.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.